Hey, I'm Brian Jones. Welcome to this week's edition of College Football This Week, brought to you by Nissan. You may not be on the field or on the court, but when your team makes that last-second game winner and the fans go wild, it feels like victory. There's nothing like it in the world except driving a Nissan. Get to Nissan, a proud supporter of college athletics, and shop ChooseNissan.com today. Take on game day. Now to the semifinals, and then we'll discuss that fabulous Rose Bowl, the first semifinal. Big bad Alabama taking on the Huskies of Washington. Everyone thought the Huskies wouldn't have a shot. Well, hey, their defense showed up and showed out until they did, because it was all about Bo Scarborough, 183 yards rushing, a couple touchdowns in the victory for Bama. And once again, that Bama defense, a pick six. Ryan Anderson, there in the flat, takes it to the house off of Jake Browning, the Huskies quarterback. 15 non-offensive touchdowns for Alabama on the season. And folks, they've only allowed 16 touchdowns from their opponents. That is some very good defensive football. Offensively, we talked about Bo Scarborough. He was fabulous. Jalen Hurts, maybe not so much. Didn't get the ball to the wide receivers, our Darius Stewart and Calvin Ridley. One catch between the two of them. They're going to have to throw the ball down the field in this next matchup versus Clemson. Speaking of Clemson, woo, doggy! They whipped up on those Buckeyes. I told you Ohio State shouldn't have been in the college football playoff, didn't win their division, and didn't win their conference championship. But yet, they got an invite, and they got embarrassed. That Clemson D, let's talk about them. Those boys up front, Watkins, Wilkins, Farrell, they were hunting all night long, getting after that running game, forcing turnovers of the running back Weber, keeping Curtis Samuel, the excellent wide receiver, running back, wherever you want to play him, all over the field, keeping him in check, and J.T. Barrett couldn't breathe. 3 sacks on the night for the Tigers versus Ohio State, and Deshaun Watson went off. Yeah, he had a couple of turnovers, so what? That guy's unflappable. He just kept on mowing down that Ohio State defense, and Mike Williams is a man. He is a beast of a wide receiver. Ohio State had no answer for him. Clemson rolled 31-0. Take that, Ohio State. All right, let's roll on to the Rose Bowl. What a spectacular ball game that was. Penn State, USC, two of the hottest teams in all of college football. USC 8 straight victories. You got Penn State 9 straight victories and a conference championship from the Big Ten. These teams are very explosive, but it didn't look like that early on. Trace McSorley didn't complete a pass for Penn State there in the first quarter. Then they got to rolling once they got behind the 8 ball. 35 unanswered points. Then SC said, we'll see your 35 points, and we'll raise your 17 unanswered points to win the ball game. It was fabulous. You're talking about Heisman talent for the 2017 season all over the field. Sam Darnold, he was fabulous. 453 passing, 5 touchdowns. Then you got Saquon Barkley, the running back for Penn State, breaking off that long 79-yard touchdown run. He was a beast. And Trace McSorley, other than that late game interception, played pretty well in that first quarter also. So a fabulous football game there at the Rose Bowl. All kinds of records were set in that one. So that's your recap of the semifinals and the January 2nd Rose Bowl. You may not be on the field or on the court, but when your team makes that last-second game winner and the fans go wild, it feels like victory. There's nothing like it in the world except driving a Nissan. Get to Nissan, a proud supporter of college athletics, and shop ChooseNissan.com today. Take on game day. All right, that's it for this version of college football this week, but stay tuned because we're going to be also breaking down the national title game between Alabama and Clemson, a rematch from last year's ball game. Who you got?